of this is why, but you probably have heard me about, if you guys were here earlier, that I have a big voice, you know. I don't even need the microphones. It's not, some people even use microphones, let's just say, and this is not the biggest reason why, but some people use the microphones, and let's say tonight, for example, because all the other people have used it. I don't need to use a microphone, you know? Like, it's optional for me. Like, right now, you guys can still hear me clearly, right? Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Good. If I used the microphone, sure, it would be normal, it would be comfortable, that's fine. But I mostly see that expressing yourself, expressing you first. Do I need to use it? No. Do I want to use it? Nah, not really. I mean, especially if you think about it, my voice is perfect the way it is. The microphone, sure, it does its job, definitely, but it's not the real thing. You know, like, especially when you have complications with it. I want you guys to hear the real me. I stay true to my peers. I stay true to myself, my family, to y'all. You guys deserve it. You guys are human beings, you deserve to hear the truth. What this TED Talk is really about is being yourself. Like, you have nothing to hide to the world. I mean, you have yourself. I think everyone is here for a reason. You gotta find it. And once you find it, that may be a passion, that may be something that you guys love, whatever it may be, why hide it? There's nothing to lie about. You know, you just gotta be yourself. You should have no one pressure you to doing something that you're not comfortable with. Doing something that, it's sure, going out of the comfort zone, that's fine. As long as it runs through you, as long as you approve whatever you want to do, as long as it runs through you, it should not be, oh, I did it because of someone else. It should be, oh, I chose to do that. You know what I mean? And especially in high school. I'm a junior right now, 17 years old. And I know, right, the things that are coming out of my mouth doesn't seem like it would be out of a 17-year-old. I'll admit that. And you guys would probably say, like, yeah, you know what, but like, TED Talker at 17, I feel real confident about it. You know what I mean? And I'm not afraid to say I'm one of the best people you ever meet. You know, like, I'm confident of saying that. I'm one of the best people. You know what I mean? I'm one of the best people. I'm one of the best people to trust. And I'm saying that because I know myself more. Okay? I don't know you guys that well, but I feel like that confidence there, that may spread to other people as well. Like, I guess you could say shifting gears here, but like cockiness and arrogant, really negative connotations. I like to say, as long as you have respect for others, and which I really do, as long as I respect other people, they're going to respect me. And that cliche, oh, treat us as if you want to be treated, you know. As long as I give other people respect, and they respect me, I want to spread confidence. So I might as well have a lot of it. Last season I was on the tennis team, and I guess now you know I do play tennis for boys tennis team. Boop boop. One of the biggest things I wanted to do was spread confidence because we had a lot of people that would just join the team. A lot of now they're currently sophomores. A lot of them would just join the sport. Most of them came from soccer, which I'm not sure that's a coincidence or not. But a lot of people came from like the soccer team. Like they just said, oh, why not do tennis? I think it was like one of their friends said it and all that. I want to spread confidence because if they got confidence, they could get themselves going. Like get that wheel going, get themselves and find themselves. You know, like it takes a while, especially when you're starting something new, to like say, oh, I like doing it. Oh, I'm good at doing it. I really think I'm really here, and I'll keep doing it. And that was like me a little bit when I started my freshman year, because I never really got into the sport tennis serious. I was more so a baseball person. Didn't make the baseball team. But you know what? I'm actually currently writing an essay right now about this. You know, I think it's one of the best life-changing moments about me because I really found who I am. I love watching baseball. I love playing. I used to love playing baseball. Now it's tennis. That changed through me, and I found it within myself and what I gotta do. It did start with confidence. Yes, I had to be confident within myself. I did want to spread it to others, but not just yet. I didn't have enough. But there was just a lot of things that ran through me as long as I just stayed true to myself. You know, like, I didn't need the baseball team. I didn't even need the tennis team, but I felt wanted there. And I felt like I deserved that. I deserve to be, like, have, like, a little goodness in my life. And then I could do good at others. Like, some people have called me selfish. Sure. I mean, of course, we're all selfish in a way. But, I mean, we're all human beings. We don't live in our own lives. ourselves. You know, we gotta do things for ourselves. I think if we're not selfish, then we can't do good to others. Because if you think about it, if a person's depressed, as unfortunate as maybe there are depressed people in this world, they didn't treat their mentality well, and therefore they can't help themselves anymore, and they might suicide. They might kill themselves. If we kept our bodies good, maybe even a cocky, arrogant, somewhat, as long as we're respectful, again, I'm going to keep emphasizing that, respectful. As long as we keep a good mentality, we can help others with that, with the depression, with a really bad mentality, if we keep ourselves healthy. And with the mentality that I have, some people, sure, negativity with it, yes. It may seem a little bit new and divergent, a lot different about others than the typical. But I don't need to be typical. I can just be myself and I can be proud about it. I mean, think about it. I'm living my own life. High school, and of course a lot of adults here can say, you don't even remember the high school life and your friends. Okay, sure, I shouldn't say that about everyone, but you don't see them anymore. And like, why should you really go to that person, rely on that person, depend on that person? You gotta be independent. If you have a really close friend, in which I have to admit, I'm kind of cynical about others, I have to admit, like, when it comes to trust and all that, I can only really trust myself. I know, like, once I get to college, once I get to the real world, then I start making my good friends and the friends I can actually believe in on that. That's fine. But again, it's gotta be you. You can't really do anything as long as it's approved by you, as long as it runs through you. I'm telling you, everyone on this earth is here for a reason. You need to I think I'm here to spread this knowledge, and thank God I have such a great mind. I don't know how I acquired it, especially what I'm saying right now may seem like, damn, this kid knows what he's talking about. You know what I mean? And I'm just so grateful, and also that's the other thing, you have to be grateful with what you have. Because some people, they have it and they just run with it, you know? I am grateful for what I have, and I think about it could be worse. I'm not thinking about the better side, and I know it can be better, definitely, but I'm not saying that. I say it can be worse. You see, and especially American history, you talk about poverty even after World War II and like the prosperity. No one paid attention to the poverty. I know it can be worse. I know with my mentality, with that optimism, as well as taking care of myself, taking care of others whenever I can, it can be worse. And so, especially bringing up this knowledge and the, what's it called? Like telling to other people. I'm not like I'll tell you right now, I'm not really that big a donor. I know I'm here for cancer research. We definitely want to support that, most definitely. And maybe if this goes on YouTube, or if maybe I'll inspire people, I think I'm here on this earth to inspire people. And especially when some people can't speak for themselves, which is really unfortunate because everyone has a mouth and a tongue and a brain to speak their own mind. And some people are not unable to, that's fine. Maybe I am speaking for a few others. Maybe I'm speaking for people who should be spoken for, if you think about it. Some people, I just feel really bad about like peer pressure and people like that. They can't, like those certain circumstances, that they can't speak for themselves. So I'm gonna see, I guess the biggest reason why I'm here, and I guess that's a big question for all of us, why are we really here? And if you found it, that's great. You know what, give yourself a round of applause. If you want to. That's fine, no, you don't have to, that's fine. The biggest point for me is giving yourself whatever knowledge that you have. And knowledge is power. You know, like especially when college degrees, college education, unbelievable. Especially when I'm only a junior and I'm always searching up colleges. I think I know my number one choice. Not that I'm going to say anything, but like college is great. And especially the education, that's where you want to go. That's where your career is, the education. But also, you got to talk about life. And especially when something like this applies to everyone. Everyone has a mind. Everyone has a feeling. Everyone has an opinion. And with this, it speaks to everyone. Because we are human beings and we have feelings and we want to do things, you know? And especially when every day we run through our daily lives and we barely think about these things. So with that said, I do want to show you guys one last thing. I want to show you guys how young I am with like all these posts I've said. When things go bad, just hit the reset button, you know? Easy. Sometimes it's not easy, all right, but let's pretend, reset button, just press it. If things are going good, don't press anything, because you gotta keep that optimism going. You don't need bland thing to be great, just feel it. like, sure, facts are facts. 76ers have not won a championship in a long time. But as long as they feel like a champ, like they're within reach of a championship, then you know what? Maybe they'll achieve it next year. It's all about that. You don't need like people to tell you about that. Just feel it. As long as you feel it, you know what? The sky's the limit. Definitely. Don't compare yourself to others. Let others compare themselves to you. I'm not sure why I wrote the word themselves twice, but you know what? If you keep comparing yourself, you can't compare yourself to others because they're not like you. Let them be the follower, and then you be the leader. You know, especially when you want to lead us, especially when I'm leading you guys right now into what I'm saying and all that. You know, it's not like, oh, who wants to be the leader? No, I mean, set yourself, be yourself, and maybe you inspire us just like I'm doing today. You know, everyone has the capacity to do what I'm doing. You just have to like say within your own words. Not everything I'm saying may be true, may not speak to you, and that's completely fine. It's not like force what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, everyone has something to say, and it may change someone's life. Biggest reason why I'm here. Love yourself, trust yourself, believe yourself, understand yourself, and most of all, be yourself. You know, and once again, just that being yourself first. You know, like right now, I hate to bring up politics, but some people say America first, you know? And I'm not saying like, oh, be like yourself first as like some type of politics, but like you do want to treat yourself first, and especially like diseases and like you want to treat yourself and all that, especially cancer, like there's many things that, like signs of cancer, you always want to treat yourself as well as medically, mentally as well. And I'm only 17, and I'm saying those quotes were written by me. Unless I can find it on the internet, that's all by me. And so a 17-year-old like me, as I still have a lot to learn. Some may call me naive. You know what? That's perfectly fine. I've been naive. I'm still naive. I have a lot to learn right now. But if I could do that, and by saying those great quotes, and I have to admit I'm saying great for a reason, then I think if I can do it, so can you. And I'm not just saying that. I really firmly believe that anyone can do it, especially when someone like me, in my journey, being up here and saying what I'm saying, I firmly believe in you. Thank you.